You know when you're already having a bad day and then you think it can't get worse, and then it does? Today's one of those days. I'll share the story that is a little bit less sad because I'm waiting to hear back about the actual sad story. It's very rude to be stood up by a date, but it's also rude to be stood up by a friend as well. And also it's rude to be stood up by someone who is trying to be your friend. So I mentioned before that I matched with this guy on Hinge, and he had mentioned that he wanted to go exclusive with the girl that he was seeing, and I was like, that's fantastic, I'm so happy for you, that's great. And then he was like, let's be friends. And I was like, sure, you seem cool. And then I guess that was like a month ago, and he had been like commenting on my stories and like messaging me, and then he was like, oh, we should hang out sometime. And I was like, sure. And I just like made a comment about him climbing, and he was like, oh, we should go. And I was like, sure. A chill first time meeting, making friends, because that's all that this was going to be. And so we were talking last week, and we had said, let's meet today. He messaged me and sent a screenshot of him putting it in his calendar, and he was like, booked. And then I was like, oh, great. I was like, I will also put it in my calendar. So it comes to today, and I message him an hour before we're supposed to meet. And I'm like, hey, I'm actually gonna go early and I'm gonna stretch. So just let me know when you plan on coming by. And then he messaged me and he was like, I'm so sorry, I thought we weren't meeting today. And I was like, what? And he was like, we didn't talk, so I thought you didn't want to meet. And I was like, what do you mean? I told you I put it on my calendar. So I messaged him like an hour before we're supposed to meet, and he also doesn't live that far from the climbing gym. Luckily, he was supposed to meet me at my climbing gym, so like I have a membership, I'm going to the gym anyways. It wasn't a big deal. I was like, all right, I guess I'm just gonna go anyways and just have another solo day. The way that he handled it was so weird. Like, first of all, you wanted me to continuously message you throughout the week, and then if you were concerned about me wanting to hang out, why wouldn't you just message me to confirm? Like, just communicate. He should have asked me yesterday, hey, are we still down? I don't know why he waited and just assumed that I didn't want to meet him. Definitely trauma response, because when I messaged him, he was like super apologetic, and he was also like, I've been stood up before, so like when we didn't communicate, I thought that we weren't meeting and that you didn't want to meet me. I'm like, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do something. I told you I put you in my calendar. We said that we were booked. If it was like booking long in advance, I would definitely message and be like, hey, are we still on? But it was just last week. Then after that, he was like, can I make it up to you? I'm like, why would you need to make it up to me? He like messaged me and he was like, can I sell you for the cost of a day pass? I was like, no, it's okay. He was definitely like overcompensating. I should have just taken his money. Like, you know, if you're just gonna waste my time, I should have been like, yeah, sell me back for my time and wasting this mental capacity. Women do not torment men enough. I need to be more bitchy. Like, men are so dumb.